Right, hello, lads and lasses, and welcome back to Boys Down Under, where today, fair bit of transfer news to get through. And if you can't tell already, I really like my transfer news. I love the whole speculation, the whole side to it, and just seeing new players come to the club and being interested in Celtic being interested in these new players. It's just a whole great process that I really enjoy. Before we go any further, though, if you guys are enjoying these videos, I've been loving the support you guys have been giving on the channel, and let's hope it continues to go. We're trying to hit 3,000 subscribers before Ange will return, so if you could click that like button, subscribe button, mean the world to me. But without further ado, let's get into it. So we do have a lot of transfer news, without a doubt, and I think, after last season, we got off to a sloppy start. And I think the main reason for that was the fact that we were so slow and tentative in the transfer window. We just were taking forever to get our deals done. And that did end up affecting how we started the season. 3 losses in our first 6 league matches. So these rumours and reports that Celtic, all of them, it shows an indication that Celtic are being very proactive in the transfer market, and we are very much trying to get deals done before the season starts, before we even play our first pre-season match. So it's exciting. And the first player Celtic have actually, I think this is the most concrete, no, not concrete. I think this report today that has came out, I think this is the first report we've got that has actually had a fee agreed, and I think it's the closest we've got to an actual signing. And according to Ghana Soccer Net, Celtic are closing in on Bayern Munich's 19-year-old attacking midfielder Christopher Scott. Now, you may think, because he's from Bayern and he's 19 years old, why on earth is he only going to cost us £250,000? You think he'd cost an arm and a leg, right? Wrong. Because it is quite little, £250,000 for someone who was contracted to Bayern Munich. Seems odd, right, doesn't it? Well, while he is at Bayern, he is playing for their second-tier team, FC Bayern 2, in the 4th tier of German football. But at 19 years old, he is pretty much, running the league right now. In 24 appearances, he has 7 goals and 6 assists to his name, despite only starting 50% of the second team's matches. And look, the kid has an abundance of talent, without a doubt. He plays in the attacking midfield role. He has all the assets necessary to shine. He's strong on the ball, despite not being overly tall. He's quick. He has very quick feet. He has a strong shot on him. And the only area of his game that I think needs improvement is his weak foot, his left foot. Because in the center of the park, you need to be quite comfortable using both feet. And he seems much too favourable to go onto his right foot and to dribble on his right foot. He just doesn't seem very confident on his left, although he is 19 and he still has, time to work on it. But still, £250,000, bargain. Absolute bargain. It's a no-risk transfer for a player who is coming from one of the top teams in Europe, without a doubt. And he's an exciting player who I see has the potential to become a star. And furthermore, looking at the landscape of this Celtic team and how it's shaped right now, I do believe he will slot into that attacking mid-role with ease, and that's not to say he will come in and take Matt O'Reilly's spot instantly. I still hold firm that Matt O'Reilly will start at the attack in the attacking mid-role in our first game back. But Scott will come in here and he'll be easily interchangeable with O'Reilly, just as Rogic was when O'Reilly arrived. Now, even we could see both of them play together with Matt O'Reilly moving back to the centre mid role and then Christopher Scott playing further forward, and they just interchange throughout the match. And I see this as a great signing. Seriously, I know some of you may have your doubts, some of you may question whether he has the ability to make an instant impact at Celtic, but what I say, give him a pre-season under Ange. Bring him in right at the start, give him a whole pre-season under Ange, and I don't think there will be any doubts that he has the quality to make an impact at Celtic. And I think he's only going to get better because, at 19 years old, the sky's the limit. He could rise. He's got all the potential, And at somewhere like Celtic and under Ange, he will develop into a true classy player. Look what Ange has done already with players like Leo Labada. Matt O'Reilly's even only 21 years old. He's got these young players and he's just helping them find new levels to their game. It's great to see, and it's certainly appealing for someone like Christopher Scott, who knows he would come to this club and his game would certainly improve from a personal standpoint, and he'd also have the opportunity to play in the Champions League, which we can't forget. Gotta love it, Champions League nights are back at Celtic Park. So yeah, hopefully this report from Ghana Soccer Net is true. I want to see him in the green and white for sure, and I back this without a doubt. If Ange wants to bring him in, bring him in. I think he has the talent to make an impact at Celtic. Elsewhere on the transfer front, and Celtic are looking to offload more deadwood from the club. You know, we released 9 players a couple nights ago just on their contract expiring. Now we look to get rid of the rest of players who are just taking up unnecessary space at the club. We'll start with Vasilis Barkas. Now, a lot of reports and rumours were circling yesterday that but Celtic were looking to rip up Barkas' contract and terminate it instantly. Now, that was a false rumour. Don't believe that. If you see that report circling and rumour circling anywhere else, there is no truth to it whatsoever. Rather, the Daily Mail is reporting that Dutch club FC Utrecht are interested in Barkas and are prepared to make an offer for the goalkeeper. Furthermore, they go on to say that a move back to AEK Athens is completely realistic and certainly could happen. And looking by these reports, it's indicating to me that if we see Vasilis Barkas in a Celtic jersey after the transfer window ends, then we might as well terminate his contract, because at the end of the day, in all honesty, Celtic have to accept any offer. Get him off the wage list. I'm pretty sure he's up there in Celtic's top 5 highest earners at the moment. And and it was completely a reactive signing from Neil Lennon and from the club when Forster snubbed coming back to Celtic for a second season in a row. And look, I think it was just a signing that crashed and burned. Didn't work out for either parties. He's not needed anymore. He's surplus to requirements, and I wish him, hopefully we can get him off the wage list, because he's only 27, I believe, 28, 27. I'll have to fact check that, but he has his whole career still ahead of him. Look at Craig Gordon, for example, 40 years old, still, doing great. Still can't believe we let Craig Gordon go, but oh well, is what it is. We have Joe Hart now, so it doesn't matter. Regardless, like I said, Celtic have to accept any offer, get him off the wage list, let him kickstart his career, and let Celtic use that money elsewhere. Next up, we have Ismaila Soro. And Soro, on the other hand, he showed a lot of promise last year. I have to be completely honest here. He showed a lot of promise, but in being honest, we have to accept the fact that last year's standards got so low, they were pretty much at rock bottom. And this season, when the standards have been, notched up just a bit higher, we see that he really isn't good enough to cut it at Celtic. And now the lad who was brought in by Neil Lennon is set to be taken away by Neil Lennon. That's right, Neil Lennon is interested in signing Soro again, this time at his new club, Omonia Nicosia. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And you guessed it, I am all for this deal to happen. I will miss Soro's smiles, but it is time to go, my friend. And look, however, In contrast to the Vasilis Barkas deal, I do believe there is room for negotiation here. For me, I feel Ammonia, they need some goal-scoring prowess. They need someone who can put the ball in the back of the netty. Just like a certain Swiss striker Celtic have on their hands, that's right. I think Celtic, surely, they could just go over if Ammonia come calling for Soro, they can go back and say, look, it's your lucky day. We'll make it a 2-for-1 special. You want to sign one former Neil Lennon signing? We'll give you a second one for free. Yeah, we need to get Albion Ayeti off the books, without a doubt. He has to go. So yeah, that is all from me. So a bit of a light tone to end the video on. It's just a transfer video in this postseason, the off-season. Try and keep it interesting for you guys. So if I did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave your thoughts in the comments below about Christopher Scott. I want to gauge what the whole Celtic supporter base is thinking about this guy, because I already know some of you are very keen for this deal to happen like me, but then some of you are very speculative as well. But Until next time, hail, hail.